Hello. Well, as it's December starting tomorrow, it's Christmas jumper season. Look at that. This is my favourite Christmas jumper. I have several, but look, it's even got like, see the Ecto one? I mean, that's quite a comprehensive rendering in Stitchcraft. So yeah, props to whoever's done that. So yeah, um, I'm kind of I'm kind of glad that it's December tomorrow. I think with everything that's gone on, and I know I've said a lot about trying to pace myself and not going too hard, but there's a big psychological thing for me. Once you hit December, that's it. It's Christmas markets and it's nice food and it's all of these things that it's the winding down of the year, and it's another reason to allow myself slash oneself to say, let's just live a little bit quieter until New Year. So that's certainly what I intend to do. Not that I'm going to stop doing everything, but that's certainly what I'm intending on doing. The protest, counter protest, I should say. I want to make sure which side I was on. I was on the side of the good people, not the fascists. I mean that was. I mean, I'm glad I went. I had to go. I was fighting for my kids' future and fighting against the hate and the lies and the vitriol that keeps coming from all these people. But it does take a toll. It really takes a toll on me. I just don't think it's a natural thing, just being confronted by hatred in that manner. Like, why are we as a society in this position? Like, we have evolved intelligent brains that should allow everybody to think rationally and rise above this shit, but apparently not. Anyone who thinks that humans are the pinnacle of evolution is sadly mistaken. I think horseshoe crabs probably are the ones. They've got it, they know what they're doing. Lived exactly as they are for several million years, whereas we, several million years ago, were, I don't know, what were we, rodents? Something like that. I have a. It's really fun. I do find it funny. Like, evolution is absolutely real, but it's still like, you're like, who was your granddad? Oh, it's this guy. Who's your great granddad? This guy. Go back far enough. Great, 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 great granddad. It's like, oh yeah, he was this hamster that lived in Africa. So, yeah. Represent to all the hamster granddads. Without them, we would not be here today. I've got D&D tonight, which is good. I really like my D&D friends, and it's nice. Like, I always host, well, because I've kind of got this big table here, so this is where we play it, and I'm also kind of central for where the people in the group go. There's some in Foggy, there's Banff, Macduff, and Portsoy. So I always say just come around here. It works out well for everybody. And there was always cakes and biscuits to eat, and teas and coffees, and just general silliness. Yeah, I mean, my character is a barbarian gnome, which means very small but very violent and very excitable. Um, and so I've kind of based him on my dog, my little wee dog. He's not violent, don't get me wrong, but he gets very, very enthusiastic. And when the doorbell goes and he's just mad yapping, 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 and leaping, you know, I understand why people are like, whoa, what's going on with your dog? And I'm like, no, he's just really pleased to see you, mate. Just really pleased to see you. So, so I'm going to have a nice time with my mates later. It's good. We've been going for 3 years, 4 years now. Ages, absolutely ages. And it's nice kind of having a consistent group of people like that. Like, lots and lots has changed in my life since we started. I mean, obviously moving up here and renovating the house was was the biggest thing we've done, and that was completed or largely completed um, before the end of COVID. So until COVID stopped, we hadn't really got to know too many people around the place. But I mean, it wasn't that long after that started playing with these guys. And yeah, I think having a regular meetup is just good for the human connection. Really, it doesn't have to be every day or every week, but just knowing that you've got a group of people that they might not be your best friends. There might not be people that you particularly see outside of it, but it's just a group that you can depend on, and you just know that, okay, you're going to catch up, you're going to pretend to be fantasy creatures in a weird magical setting, and you're going to probably fight some trolls. It's just a little bit of escapism and cake. So, yeah. And then next week, I don't know what's going to happen next week. Next week, I've got a list, and what I'm going to do is I'm really, really, really trying to get the whole having lists diary thing. The whole, if you write it down, you can't forget it. But then equally, you can't just say, here's my massive list of things to do, crack on with it. It's got to be like, okay, today I'm going to try and do X, Y, Z. So that's very, very much what I'm trying to push towards. Got paperwork. I've got all, planning departments and things like that. As ever. Lists. And I don't know why I've not been good at lists prior to now, but it's the obvious thing. You write things down, you don't forget them. You write things down, you can take things in a sustainable way. You can share your list with people. People may say, oh, I'll happily give you a hand with that. Or maybe you can do that this way to save yourself some time. Or, there's a lot to be said for a good list. And otherwise, this is what my brain does. In fact, this is a good thing to say. I'm trying to. I have thoughts in my head, and I'm trying to make words come out that represent those thoughts, and I'm getting stuck. And I use a lot of verbal crutches. I don't know if you noticed. In fact, I've only really kind of started to notice, like ums and ahs and things like that. I always say, I think. I don't know, I think it's just part of my brain. It's like it's trying to lead me on to the next sentence. It's trying to start the next sentence for me, even if I don't know where it's going. So I'll just be like, yeah, well, I think, and then I'll pause for ages until I think what that thought might be. And then hopefully I come up with that thought before people get bored. Yeah, it's weird my brain does that. I guess it's just trying to keep the process going, trying to keep the conversation flowing. So yes, I think that what I need to do now is get myself a cup of tea, have some dinner, and then try and put everything else out of my brain tonight other than having a bit of fun in a fantasy universe. So I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.